Okay, so we are gonna make pasta that Italians hate today. This is my chef's hat because I don't have an actual chef's hat, so I have a panda hat. Adorable, I know. Gets me the ladies, 200 girlfriends. What we have Arrighi spaghetti. I picked it because their pesto is really good pesto, and for the longest time I thought it was Arg pesto. So Arg pesto. I'm also doing this a lot because my camera is on 2 shoe boxes. At least one of them is shoebox. I don't know what the other one is. Possibly shoebox. So there's that. I was gonna do it with a GoPro. No SD card came with the GoPro, so that's a minus. Anyway, also, to infuriate the Italians, in addition to spaghetti, we're gonna throw some fusilli in there. It's basically rotini. It's the spiral pasta in a pasta-y form. We also have olive oil. Why? So my spaghetti doesn't stick to my spaghetti. And fusilli. Parmesan that I purchased randomly. Why? Because I don't care. And who cares if Italians are angered? Sorry, Italy. Doesn't matter what kind of Parmesan I have. And then lastly, well, I have a bowl for the spaghetti, a spoon for pesto, a fork for the spaghetti, a strainer to strain the spaghetti, a pot to cook the spaghetti. Anyway, point made. All the stuff. Lastly, I have some sort of pesto genovese. Now, I did not buy Barilla pesto because that's terrible. And Italy should be ashamed of itself for the terrible taste of that pesto. Now, the reasons Italy will hate me for this concoction: 1, I am combining 2 kinds of pasta. Why? Because I don't care. And I have that. 2, this pesto, not homemade. 3, I did not use a homemade sauce, which would make this better. You could take a store-bought sauce even and add some pepper, some onions, some mushrooms, simmer it for a while, and then cook it. Whatever. Simmer it for a while, and then add it to your pasta, and that'll be delicious. We're not doing that. And 3, I'm adding this Parmesan and possibly another Parmesan. I don't care. Parmesans be Parmesan. So, Italians are gonna be hating me. Step 1, fill your pot with water. Water. There's like that much water in it. Honestly, doesn't matter. You can measure it out, doesn't matter. You're gonna be boiling pasta in that water. Not pesto. You're gonna be boiling pasta in that water. And nobody cares. Sorry, checking my Skyrim. Skyrim more important than pesto. Pasta. So there's that. Water boiling. Quick note, I forgot you want some salt in that water. Why? I never really got it. People say it adds to the flavor, but I've forgotten salt and it's okay. However, we have some sea salt because it has extra minerals in it, which are good for your health. Also, there's fish poo, so if you like fish poo, there's fish poo in your spaghetti now. That sounds disgusting and will not be edited out because seriously, fish poo, gross. Okay, so water boiling. That's a good thing generally. Heat, underwater, boiling, great, fantastic. Arrighi. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Arrighi. Yes, I added salt. It's been a while. And we're gonna make an estimation. Now, usually a good strategy is to learn how much you will eat, wrapping your finger around the amount of pasta. Anyway, wrap your finger around the amount of pasta. I usually do to the first knuckle on my finger, but that's a personal preference when I'm being healthy, obviously. So, we take the pasta and we're at the first knuckle, but I also know I'm gonna add some fusilli. Fusilli. So we're gonna cut down on that a bit, just cause. Now here's what you can do with normal spaghetti. Normally with spaghetti, children, you can put it in the pot and then boil it for about 9 minutes. You don't even have to pay attention. Well, okay, you have to get it all the way in the water, but you don't have to pay attention to it once it's in the water for about 9 minutes. You maybe stir it once around the 4 to 5 minute mark, but if you stick it in there, and then, pork. And then you do this whole like, so it's very exciting as I slowly bend the pasta into the, that's hot. So we do this, and then we force the pasta into the, some of the pasta went out of the water. Unacceptable, rude, I think kind of racist actually too. So we force the pasta into the water. Wow. Taking longer than I thought. Still going. Alright, so almost. Alright, we're there. So what I did, well, I'll show you. Exciting, I know. Hopefully this doesn't fall in the water. So, we have pasta in the water. Now what I do is I kind of cross some of the pasta over, so we're half and half. Then we call it a day. Now, aiming, solid-ish. Spaghetti was sticking out. Now, so if we are only cooking spaghetti, we're done. 9 minutes, solid. I'm at 11, so I just gotta wait till 20. Good to go. But we're gonna add fusilli. So we're gonna wait 2-3 minutes and then we're gonna add that in. But if you're just gonna make spaghetti, which I suggest doing, get in there. Set it, put it in, force it in, set it for 9 minutes, forget about it, come back 9 minutes later. I'll come back in 2 minutes and add my stereotypical Italian rotated pasta. Rotated. Because it's like, whatever, that's terrible. I quit. Okay, so it's been 2-ish minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fixing my chef's hat as we go. So I'm gonna add the fusilli. Anyway, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm best with just straight spaghetti. But I eyeball the smaller pastas. Spaghetti takes about 8 to 10 minutes depending on how al dente you want it. Al dente is the Italian words for at the teeth. Basically means chewy. So you take your smaller pasta and you just kind of eyeball it. That's enough because I've already put some spaghetti in there and I literally have no idea how much food this is gonna make now. But spaghetti is easiest because you can do the like whole finger knuckle thing. People do the like whatever. Anyway, so yeah, and now I'll just wait 11 to 5 more minutes and it'll be done. Fine. The smaller the amount of pasta you make, the smaller the size of the pasta you make, the less you have to cook it. This, smaller than this, and so it takes less time to cook. That's why my favorite Hangukin students, your ramyeon, takes 2 minutes, 3 minutes to cook. So, spaghetti fusilli, and then we'll come back with the, not the pesto, that's awkward, with the olive oil. Scaring. Anyway, we need to test the pasta, so we take we take like a couple of strands of spaghetti out, and then we wait. I don't know. It's fine. It's edible. You can do that to test the quality of the spaghetti. So now I need a towel or something. Oh, okay. Yoink. Hot. You know, don't touch hot things with your bare hands. I would hope you would have learned that in science. Shame on you if you didn't. So we take the pot, strainer, pour it out in the sink. There's one piece of spaghetti that... Alright, it's out. So, lots of pasta and some fusilli. Fusilli. How? Who cares? We take our olive oil to ensure the pasta does not stick. Some people add the olive oil while the water is boiling. I grew up adding the olive oil afterwards. Mwah. Done. Screw. Then we take our trusty fork and we stir. That was a terrible stir. Alright, take that back. We stir. I'm so hungry. Guys, I haven't eaten since the salad I had this morning. Ah! Alright. I mean, as an added bonus, I'll test this fusilli and dear the Jesus, I hope it's cooked. It's not. So, I should have added that earlier. And this is something I will have to suffer through in order to properly eat my food. Alright, so we're going to take the phone. And we're going to, I don't know, bring it closer to whatever. Who cares? And we're going to do this. That's a lot of pasta. Way too much pasta. That's a much more reasonable amount of pasta. I still have too much pasta total. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, so in order to anger the Italians more, we're going to take this crappy Parmesan and we're just going to dump it on there. We're going to be like, oh, look at all that cheese. Look at all that. Look at all that cheese. Is the camera getting that? No. Is it? No. So the camera is not getting the amount of cheese I'm pouring on there. It's way too much. So, cheese on there. Cheese thrown away. So we take our pasta, we stir up the cheese, and because I used to be poor and I could not afford anything besides pasta and Parmesan, I will take a bite of this delicious concoction, avoiding the fusilli. Oh my gosh, you guys, this hat, it's way too hot. This was a terrible chef's hat. I'm gonna pick a different hat. Alright, so we blow on it. Now, if we want to be, you know, delicious more. From Casa del Sole, because the Spanish are really known for their pesto making. Anyway, not Barilla, because, again, terrible pesto. Don't know what Italy was thinking. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should really just jump off a cliff for that one. I'm kidding. Don't do that, Italy. We like you. You have good hiking areas. Anyway, so we take the pesto. We take our tiny little spoon. We scoop the pesto into the pasta. It makes some sort of like poo cow patty type thing. Like, look at that. That's all right. That's definitely poo. And then we mix it in. Still stirring, still stirring. All right, so we finished stirring. And what we've created is a pasta that will make any Italian be sad. And that was really our goal today. So, it's, all right, we're done. Good job, team.